Today we are going to be building the dining room ceiling, at least getting started on it. And this is a cool one. This is a design that Brent actually sketched up by hand. And it's really cool to be building something that he personally designed. I want to make it look good, want to do it justice. We've got some of our material on site, but let's go inside. I'm going to show you guys what we're working with. Here's the ceiling I'm going to be starting today. As you come into the house, it's right off here to the right in the dining room. And you can see I've got this thing chalked up already. Kind of made a mistake there. Had to sand that off just to get my lines back going. But the blue, the kind of thicker blue snap lines are where beams are gonna go. We don't have those yet. There's a, I believe that's a 4-inch one in the middle. And then we're gonna have some trim running inside of it like a small cove. And then a 6-inch one going around the perimeter here. But what we can do while we're waiting on that material is get our nickel gap up there. This is our nickel gap. It's actually slightly larger than a nickel gap. Yeah, it looks like we're right at a quarter. So a little bit thicker, but that makes sense because these are pretty big boards. These are like 7.5 on the face that's showing, and it's going up here in this 10-foot ceiling. So scale and proportion, right? When you see those 1/4-inch lines, they're gonna look pretty close to nickel gap. All these boards that we've got, I guess there's a shortage on quarter sawn white oak right now, but everything I have is like a 7.5-inch piece, and they're all glue ups. Like that one right there is probably our best one, but we're running into a lot of this where you've got kind of a dark color and then a light color, and we've got to strategically put them up there so that they don't look like this kind of hodgepodge of materials. But we're finding out we don't have a lot of boards that kind of look similar. A lot of them look fairly different. All right, let's give our first piece a go here. One, we can actually shoot into the framing because that'll never be seen. We have a joist right here, blind nail, that locked in super tight. I think I'm good with that. I'm gonna go back here. Yo, hit a screw already. And then you've got a joist right there. Yeah, I don't think we'll have to face nail anything. That's gonna be super nice. So let's kind of just split the difference here. One in the blind. And then I'll get them back here. There you go. You can see our blue lines right here. That's where our 4-inch beam is gonna be. So to save material, we're just barely overlapping that line, and we'll be able to hide that and it'll never be seen. So we've got 10s and 12s, and that's the best way we can figure to kind of make this material work for us. 1/2-inch spacing at the wall, and that'll get us centered in our panels here, but you'll see this come together. Our blind nail here going into the tongue. We've got that going up at an angle, and you can't see it on top. If you could see it on top, it's bad, because then when your next groove comes in to lock into that tongue, it's going to interfere and kind of mess up what you've got. So first row is in, and we were a little worried about the coloring on it. And you could see a little difference, but it's not as bad as we thought. And I think the stain that they use is going to make a huge difference as well. It's going to be like a weathered kind of gray stain, I think, is like what they're talking about right now. But that's kind of the foundational piece, and we'll just keep going in from here. This split perfectly. Nice. So see, that's our end line there. Yeah, we've got 3 3/4 reveal there, 3 3/4 reveal on that one, and then this. See the 2 blue lines? Yeah. Right, perfectly centered of the center one. Does that look good on the surface?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, cool. Section 1 done. I think we bounce.
That's how I know.
Yeah, so we're about halfway through the first day here on this project. Gonna break for lunch right now. but we've got that one section done. Moving on to this section over here, we've got some tricky cuts around the fireplace there. Not a hard cut, but just gonna take some time to wrap around that. And then I've also got to break early today because I've gotta take these doors in. So the story on these doors are going to be finished, and this finish here obviously, and it's on there. And then the kind of design team wasn't too fond of the finish that the finisher put on. So now I've got to take these back and get them drum sanded down to get all that finish off of it. That seems to be like kind of the fastest way to do something like this in my opinion. And probably the better way of doing it. Like I could probably belt sand this, but it's not gonna be consistent. If we run it through, I called them today, they're like, yeah, we've got a 40-inch drum sander or a belt sander. I can't remember what he said. So I'll take this hardware off and deliver these today and hopefully have them back in about a week. So yeah, I'm so thankful they have that sander because we would have been out of luck. And those doors are not cheap. So yeah, this is kind of the things that happen. That looks freaking good. What went first, the fireplace or the tongue and groove? No, I'm just kidding. Whoa. How do you think that looks?
Is it the right direction?
I think it was supposed to go this way. No. I hope it is.
Yeah.
That's how I planned for it.
Let's go.
Do you have a pry bar on you? I gotta get these suckers off. Ah, that sucker's in there. Do you have a bigger pry bar?
No, it's only two like that up here.
Could you go like this? Get more height on it.
I had to smell it forward. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's it. All right, drop slowly.
Slowly dropping. It's on you.
Okay. Kick it that way and we'll grab
You
it.
have to wait for the car ready to drop it down to us. Then I can climb over and get out there. Then take the weight of that.
We're getting over there for a minute, Richard.
Or it is.
We'll slide it over.
Alright, let me think.
Oh, like that? Okay.
Yeah, that way then you're not having to flip around. You go up a little bit. Alright, I got it here. Whoa.
You got it?
Yeah.
You want me to come down and grab it?
Yeah, come swing it around. Yep.
Don't drop it right there.
I mean, I'll help you with it.
All right, I got it. You can let it go, yeah.
I'm with
So pretty good progress here, day one. Got this entire side done. And over here we've got this thing going really good. You can't tell what went first, the tongue and groove or the chimney piece there. But very happy with that. Now we've got to load up all these doors and get them over to whole millwork so they can sand them down. Right, huh?
Stand here all day.
That's about as far as I need to go.
4 heavy freaking doors right here, and these things are gonna get shaved down maybe like a 1/16th, if that. I'm just gonna tell those guys to shave them the least that they have to, so we don't have to V-groove as much as deep to match our existing doors in there. But really not too bad. We've got 4 doors here that they gotta run. They're just so heavy. Like, I can't even convey to you how heavy these are. They're like 300-400 pounds. And I'm not the strongest guy, obviously.